This first video is an overview of the new normal in the home buying and home selling process. I'll go into more detail in the videos to come. My advice is just sit back, relax, just watch and listen to the videos the first time through, then revisit videos if you think you need it. To recap, the National Association of Realtors, NAR, and other major brokers were sued in 2019. That was the Sitzer-Burnett case. They lost the case in 2013. NAR settled the case for $418 million fine and rule changes. The $418 million doesn't mean anything to any of us. It's the rule changes that's caused the confusion. So here we go. Big shifts are underway in real estate. These changes that took effect on August 17, 24, and were approved by the courts on November 26, 24, will redefine how agents, buyers, and sellers interact, particularly when it comes to transparency, written agreements, and compensation. The fallout from these changes has brought about confusion across the board. So what does this mean for you if you're looking to buy or sell a home? Starting in August of 2024, buyers face a new requirement: signing a written agreement with their agent before stepping foot inside a potential home. This applies whether you're viewing the property in person or through a virtual tour like FaceTime, something like that. Why the change? It's all about clarity, ensuring you know what services you're getting and what they'll cost. Here are the critical updates to these agreements that you're required to sign before you ever tour a home. Number 1, transparent compensation. Your agent must spell out their fee structure, be it flat fee, hourly rate, or percentage, upfront, no surprises. Number 2, fixed terms. No guesswork. Gone are the days of vague compensation tied to whatever the seller's offering. Agreements will now list specific dollar amounts or rates. Number 3, strict limits on extra payments. Agents are prohibited from accepting additional compensation beyond what's in the agreement without your explicit approval. This used to be fairly common in new construction. Number 4, negotiable fees. Everything's on the table. If you're not satisfied with the proposed terms between you and your agent, you can negotiate. If the negotiations stall out, you have every right to walk away. Number 5, the open house exception. If you're just chatting with an agent at an open house or casually exploring their services, a written agreement isn't required. Number 6, compensation shortfall. Here's the change that has made the most headlines. If a buyer makes an offer on a home where the seller does not offer buyer agent compensation that equals what you've agreed to in the buyer representation agreement, the buyer may have to cover the difference. We'll cover that more in the videos specifically for home buyers. For sellers, the new rules aim to bring greater flexibility and transparency, particularly around offering buyer-broker compensation. Here's what's changing. Number 1, optional buyer-broker compensation. Sellers are not required to offer compensation to attract buyer agents. This decision is entirely optional and must be communicated clearly. Number 2, written disclosures. If you choose to offer compensation, there's more than one way to make that happen. For example, you can decide beforehand what you're willing to pay and put that in the listing contract and communicate that outside the MLS, or just tell the buyer agent to include their request in the offer. Remember, and you'll hear this often in this course, the NAR lawsuit and settlement is all about transparency and clarity. It may not feel like that, but that's what it's all about. Number 3, off MLS offers. Compensation offers will not appear on the MLS platforms anymore, though sellers can still advertise them through other means, such as flyers or social media. Sellers can also include buyer concessions, different from compensation, like covering closing costs directly on the MLS listings as an enticement as part of their strategy. These updates are designed to empower both buyers and sellers with better information and more control. For buyers, understanding your agent's role and fees helps prevent hidden costs or misunderstandings. Sellers, on the other hand, gain greater freedom to tailor compensation strategies to their needs. The overarching goal, a more transparent marketplace where decisions are informed and everyone benefits from clear communication. In light of these changes, preparation will be your best ally. Here's what to do next. Buyers, Before signing any agreement, ask your agent about their fee structure, services, and what you can negotiate. Take your time to review the terms and make sure they align with your expectations. Knowing you have options is half the battle. Do not be afraid of negotiating with an agent. Most agents are more afraid of you asking that question than you are of asking it. Trust me on this. Sellers, talk to your agent about your options for offering buyer-broker compensation and ensure any terms are clearly outlined in writing. Evaluate whether incentives like closing cost concessions fit into your overall strategy. This settlement marks a significant step toward a more transparent real estate market. The real estate process is complex, but armed with the right information, you're better equipped to make confident decisions. For sellers, here's one significant change you can take advantage of in negotiations. Since you don't have to decide how much commission to offer the buyer agent, if any at all, you can now wait to see what they offer in the contract and make adjustments based on that. For example, if they lowball you, you can offer less buyer agent commission or none at all to compensate. The NAR settlement isn't just a set of legal changes. It's a reimagining of how real estate deals work with clear agreements and greater transparency. The power is shifting back to the consumer. Whether you're buying or selling, these changes are your opportunity to take control and engage in a process that works for you.